delineation of words in Itsekiri land at this point in time that has caused this crisis, or that is creating this crisis that we have, that you are agitating for at this point in time?
All right. Thank you very much for your question. Ordinarily, word delineation shouldn't be a challenge for INEC, which is the statutory body saddled with that responsibility to delineate words. What is delineation of words? Just simply readjustment and reorganization of words based on trends of maybe population increase, voter convenience. Because a ward, the total number of registered voters permitted in a ward by law is 750. So if a ward is having about 2,000 plus, it is the duty of INEC to come to that place and split that one unit into other units to allow for creation of more wards where necessary. But in this case, why the Itsekiri Nation is raising the alarm is because as far back as 1997, when the Warri Southwest was created from the old Warri North, there was a delineation exercise in Warri South. That delineation exercise was less than 10 years after the creation of Delta State in August 27, 1991. Now, they created two local governments at that time, now upon the creation of Delta State, which is Warri South and Warri North. Now, in 1997, which is also not up to 10 years, they created another local government, which is Warri Southwest. Now, when they created that local government, Warri South was not touched as a standalone local government. But surprisingly and suspiciously, the Warri South wards in Warri South was readjusted in a so-called ward delineation. But INEC, by their own law and guideline, ought to have waited for 10 years after the creation of that local government to do that. Warri South was not up to 10 years old. Even the Delta State as a state was not up to 10 years old before they did that delineation. Creation of new local government, fine, but not ward in another local government, which is Warri South. So they added 2 to it, making it 12. And Itsekiri went to court, say, no, it is not yet time for delineation. Why delineating Warri South? You created Warri Southwest, so why coming to Warri South to do delineation? They said, oh, we went to court. 1997, the then local government chairman, Otumara and others, they took INEC to court. Up until to the High Court, they got victory there because we just presented to the court. This local government is not up to 10 years old, and delineation is 10 years according to your law. So why did INEC come to Warri South to do delineation of wards? So the court said, no, this cannot stand. INEC, go back to the 10-ward structure that is in Warri South. The robos were alleging, oh no, why? They don't want to also add more wards. No, we want to add more wards, but not on illegality. It has to be based on the scientific approach that INEC used. We came from the old Warri in Brandon State with 10 wards, 13 wards. From the 13 wards, Itsekiri had 10. He just had 2. Robos had 1. From there, it was split into 3 local government, right? So there were the indices and the indications are there. The scientific approaches were there. From 404 units, from old Brendel to the new Delta State 404 units. From there, which they split it further. So why add 2 illegal wards to Warri South? We protested that in 2003, August precisely. We got victory at the appellate court. Mark you, the robots did not appeal it, the judge did not appeal it. Neither did INEC appeal it. So that was where it ended. Fast forward to 2010, based on the Electoral Act, our Ijaw brothers, they went to court secretly, without our knowledge, to obtain a judgment now in 2021. Supreme Court judgment that INEC, the Supreme Court has ordered that fresh delineation be done in the entire Warri Federal Constituency, including Warri South, Warri Southwest, and Warri North. Oh, we now objected. What about the 10th 12th ward that was the legal 12th ward? Which template are you going to use? We asked INEC ab initio, which template are you going to use for this delineation? They said no, that this Supreme Court judgment has superseded everything. But there are 2 separate court judgments. That one is appellate court judgment. This one are the judges pursued only themselves with INEC that went to court. We who are the judgment creditors were not involved. Up until the Supreme Court, they got the judgment for fresh delineation. We are not scared of fresh delineation. We say, okay, let us do it. Now, let me take your mind back to what I said about the Warri local government. Why this thing is more of a concern? In 1997, 23 years ago, they did illegal wards. And at that period, our neighbor was influential in INEC, holding the position of director of field operations. our Yoruba neighbors were the ones who had somebody there who masterminded the illegal 12 wards. Now, 2025 now, INEC have done another delineation according to them that is sort of oaths that they will never do. And somebody also from our Ijaw ethnic nationality neighbors have also influenced it, where most of our communities and our wards and our units were taken from Warri South or Warri Southwest or Warri North and given to our neighbors. In this case, left neighbors, Urhobos, right neighbors, Ijaws. So these issues are why we are not saying once beaten is twice shy. We have been beaten once for 23 years. For 23 years, we struggled for INEC to come and obey a simple court judgment to go back to 10 wards in Warri South. They refused. Now they have come again with a proposed delineation. Surprisingly, they had already said this proposed delineation is the final one. But for the protest of Itsekiris, they now say it's a proposal. But we cannot trust INEC. There is a trilemma of INEC, which my brother would explain very well because he was honorable councillor during that period that the illegal 12 ward was created by INEC. So you could not obey that for 23 years. You have bought another one. So we said, no, Itsekiri Nation said, no way. We have seen this pattern before. And if we don't stop this right now, this is just another way to corner our lands and our resources. Because this is about our resources. This is about our resources. Whatever concerns us, our neighbors are always on our throats to get them. And we say this time we will reject it with every fiber in our veins. And that is why you see these agitations from the Itsekiri nationality. So far we have rejected it anyway. I've rejected it.
No.